Welcome to Accomplished Minds, a community of passionate, inspired people from all over the world, building a new emerging economy. Today I have with me Ms. Nicole Joseph Chin, founder and CEO of Ms. Brafit Limited, a retail service company dedicated to providing professional bra fitting solutions for women of all cup sizes. Today our message, we are going to deal with how inner impetus and passion goes a long way when entering into uncharted waters with your new business ideas. Thank you, Nicole, for joining us today. How did you come up with the name Miss Brafit?
Took a little poetic license and further colloquialized an already existing popular Caribbean name, Brafit, and used it a little more to my benefit because I focus on bra fitting, and so I came up with Miss Brafit.
What was it like making the transition from 9 to 5 to working for yourself? Because you wasn't always Miss Brafit Limited. I'm sure you had a life before.
I did have a career before. I was in the financial sector, in banking to be precise, with an international and globally recognized financial institution that's regional as well. And so the 9 to 5/8 to 4 became 24/7. Because running a business feels just like that. An enterprise takes so much of your energy, so much of your love, so much of your passion, that I transitioned from 9 to 5 to 24/7.
Congratulations. And you said your enterprise, Ms. Brafit Limited. Could you give us a little more of what Ms. Brafit, what the business entails?
Well, we're a social enterprise, first of all. So our focus really is on empowering women from the first layer. And so with that comes all kinds of other challenges and needs. So we are really focused on paying attention to the one-on-one aspect of the individual that comes in and treating with all her needs. A woman who, for example, has been diagnosed with breast cancer, we look at her needs. A woman who's full-figured, we look at her needs. A woman who probably has low self-esteem because her bust line is not as well endowed, we also look after her needs. So we take care of women's self-esteem.
Why did you choose Miss Brafit? Why you went into bra fitting apparel for women? What made you start that?
I had a personal challenge. My real issue was finding the right undergarment for myself, especially being in the corporate environment and interacting with, the client who I had to present myself to. I had to look good, I had to look professional, but I also had to feel confident. And confidence starts with the first layer, so it was my personal need, and it was the critical need for me to feel good and look great that really pioneered the whole shift to a social enterprise that focuses not just on an undergarment and apparel, but on a woman's sensitivity, her needs in terms of confidence, the emotional aspect of the woman's needs.
Okay. Did you have any fears, and how did you manage your fears in creating Miss Brafit?
The word mightn't be fair because there was a fire in my belly, and that fire was just, go get it done. I wouldn't use the word fair really, but I had maybe a few reservations, and those reservations were really about how much time will I have and what will the quality of my life be. But I went fearlessly, I went boldly and fearlessly, and I just felt that this was my time and that this was my opportunity. And that's 10 years ago.
And that's 10 years ago, and congratulations on that. But I mean, for your business, because I'm feeling the passion and the drive for so many other entrepreneurs, budding entrepreneurs out there, they still probably is questioning themselves. Should I do this? And hearing a little echo in their ears and a little, talk in your mind saying, "Oh no, you stay right there." What will how to get rid of that second voice? What would you what advice would you give?
I don't listen to voices. That's the first thing. But it's really true that you say that, because like just last week, as recently as last week, I was at an international university. I was at a program there, and one of the PhD students asked me to mentor him. And his request was based on the fact that he's so afraid of stepping out into the world,
Yes.
He's so afraid of getting his hands dirty, getting his feet wet. And what advice do I have for him? So we've actually started an online mentoring service, together, him and I, a relationship rather, where I'm going to be listening to what he has to say and then playing back what he has said so that he can hear himself. So the reality is a lot of voices do come into our little ears, and we hear things and we feel things, but what you have to pay attention to is the fire in your belly. There is a fire inside, in that core of you.
Yes.
In the core of your being. It's a passion that only you can feel and explain, and when you explain it to 10 people, they may not agree or they may not understand your passion. Lots of people didn't understand my passion. I remember when I was transitioning and I had my resignation ready to print, ready to hit the print button. A dear friend and mentor and everything to me, I went to his office just to say to him, I think this is the day. And he said to me, I don't want to hear the F word from you, okay? And I said, what are you talking about? He said, I don't want to hear the word failure. And so you have to really also be very, very focused, which is another F word. And you have to really be passionate, you have to stick to what you want to do. Stand your ground. The bank is never going to understand. I mean, as a former banker, I can say this boldly. The bank doesn't understand entrepreneurs. They really don't. They don't get it. But that's okay. We like them anyway, okay? But the bottom line is you have to be passionate about what you want to do, what you are setting out for. Your goals must be clear. You must write it down. You must revisit it. Simple formula.
Now, suppose those same goals and you're still not reaping the benefit. What would you say to that? To someone, they're writing it down day after day, working hard, but they're just not seeing the benefit right now.
Benefits will happen right away, 10 years later, I'm still trying to find out sometimes, why did I do this again? Why did I do that again? Not necessarily why did I start my enterprise, because I know why and I love it. And it presents such a good opportunity for women. But my question sometimes, or my revisiting might be because, hey, you know something, I could have done this a little better, or a little faster, or a little easier, or you know what, I should have left this particular item or aspect alone. So there is a lot of time for transition and change, but we should not give up. Had I given up, trust me, I would have given up last week, a month ago, 3 weeks ago. There are many times when you could almost give up, but you shouldn't.
I like that idea, because a lot of us think that, we probably work for a year or even 2 months and we expect success to happen like overnight, and it's not like that. It don't happen like that, and that needs to be reinforced.
Games of chance don't exist. You have to work hard at it. The chance will happen, it will happen, but you have to make the chance up.
So describe to us one of your most satisfying moments in your business.
Oh my gosh.
I know there are many, just pick one.
Oh, collaboration. Collaboration with the client, hearing what their dreams are and making it happen. I want to be sexy, I want to feel whole, I want to look great. I want a bigger bust line, I want a smaller bust line. I need boobs, I just had a mastectomy, and making women really feel empowered. That's one of the most satisfying moments, when a woman that walks in with uncertainty walks out with confidence.
Yes. You are quite involved in the Caribbean Women Entrepreneur Network. How you got involved in that?
Well, that's an initiative that was started with the U.S. State Department through the Global Women's Issues Department, which is a real focus for Hillary Clinton and her team. And I was selected last year to visit Santo Domingo for a program where we were actually able to meet Hillary Clinton. And out of there came a few other beautiful exchanges, beautiful ideas, beautiful opportunities, and meeting with like-minded women. And so the organization was formed in Washington in March 2012. In terms of the actual identity of the organization, and we're still putting it all together, Meanwhile, there's the Women's Entrepreneurial Network in Trinidad and Tobago, which again focuses on connecting women entrepreneurs and creating opportunities and exchanging ideas.
Where could we go to link up with the Women Entrepreneur Network? Where can we
www.wenetwork, that's wenetwork.org. And you can also email info@wenetwork.org. It's 2 T's in that network.
2 T's, okay. So where do you see yourself and Miss Brafit Limited 5 years from now?
We are global minds. We are global minds. I dream in color.
I like that. I dream in color.
I dream in fluorescence, actually. You see, color can sometimes be mundane. So I dream in bright shades of pink and brilliant yellows and oranges and brilliant stunning reds and gold and silver, and put a little throw of iridescence in there. So the sky is the limit.
And what are 3 pieces of advice would you offer anyone out there who is ready to explore an untapped market?
First of all, dream in color, dream in brilliant, crazy color, you know. And when you've dreamt in those colors, you then catch that dream. You know, you mold it and you transform it into what is a realistic dream. And then while you're at it, you run with it, you bolt, you know, you take that Usain Bolt approach, that athletic approach, and you run with it, because while you understand your dream and your passion, sometimes it takes a million years for other people to do it, to understand it. So don't try to soundboard with too many people. Do what you have to do. Do it with your passion, do it with the fire in your belly, and it's going to be real, it's going to be yours. You're going to be able to touch it, feel it, taste it.
If someone asked me this question this week, if your passion that is personalized to you doesn't meet the needs of the world, what do I do then? And for some reason I couldn't even answer. It made me, and I'm still thinking about it actually. How would you respond to that question?
Well, you know, funny, there's passion and there's purpose. So maybe you have to find what's your passion, but you also have to delve into what's your purpose. And for example, I can probably put a little more clarity to it from my perspective. Yeah. I know what my passion is, and I know my purpose is to serve. It is about serving people. My passion happens to be people. So I match my passion with my purpose.
I like that.
So maybe sometimes you need to dissect it and then make some kind of sense of it. I hope you can carry that response back to your person.
I'm asking it. Yes, I'm asking everyone that, you know, that this week, that's the question I'm asking there, to help give better clarity to that question. And Nicole, with that, we'd like to thank you for taking time out in chatting with us this morning. And I love your bubbly attitude.
The passion is mine.
Yes, and your cheerful disposition. So we look forward to seeing Miss Brafit Limited, and always check her out at www.missbrafitlimited.com. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.